Grand Rise, Grand Rise, Grand Rise. You already know what it is. Naga's core commercials. Boop. All right, yo. I got some more core commercials for y'all. Some more channels I'll be digging. You know what I'm saying? That I'm really into or whatever. Check these channels out right here. And enjoy. You already know the vibes. Naga.
Yay! It's finally here, you all. The Fearless Oracle deck, designed by Rachel Photon. A 99 card deck that comes with a free 72-page PDF guidebook. It's easy to use and shuffle with smooth finish that allows for easier handling of the deck. Even if you are a beginner, you can start reading within an hour or less, especially using the detailed how-to section in the guidebook that teaches you how to read upright, sideways, and reversed cards, as well as how to set up your readings. These cards were designed to help you gain clarity on your spiritual journey and are a powerful tool to help illuminate the hidden, enlighten the soul, and to help guide you along your divine missions while fulfilling your life purpose. The Fearless Oracle cards are meant to be a form of entertainment and as spiritual guidance to empower and illuminate your life journey and your life experiences. With knowing how to read the cards in reverse, you open up many other layers of reading to gain benefits from using these oracle cards. So it seems as though it is 4 or more decks in one.
Live Rise. You already know the vibes. This is Naga's Thoughts. Live stream. Let's build. Uh yeah, that was the new core commercial. If you've seen that core commercial, go subscribe to those people. They have very powerful information that clears up a lot of things, especially if you're into the things that are in the earth. Mud fossils is really good for that. You know what I'm saying? He breaks down things in a whole nother aspect. So yeah, be mindful of those people. They are very powerful. Everybody I put up there, they deliver a powerful message. So with that being said, we're gonna build today on actual levels in spirituality and life pretense. This is what this build is going to be about right now. And I'm going to start from what you have to understand is when young souls come in here, they don't have no karmatic debt. They don't have, and karma is only memory. Karma is memory because you have to understand every choice in motion and full spectrum. All right. That's giving you the level of understanding in you that lets you complete a level of growth within yourself. So ultimately, a lot of us go through life missing a lot of these steps, not knowing completely what this life entails or how it works for you. Well, what happens is fresh young souls, when they come and they haven't been here before, you know how people say, yo, that's an old soul, or you know what I'm saying, that's the light right there. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the new one, the one that's gonna pop off, the one nobody can't you. It's like different from everybody else. That's a new soul. So those new souls, they burn quick. They get a lot of outward looking. They don't have no karma yet. They haven't been here long enough. So they're just doing stuff random. Everything they're doing is new to them. That's why they don't have a regard to what they do or a consequence or understanding the consequences and repercussions behind things. They're just doing stuff. So when this energy takes place, what happens is they life sometimes it ends fast, and that's because they get to come back quicker. Because the things that they just did, they're gonna remember, but their life is not gonna be the same when they come back because they're gonna have the learning lessons from the first life. And this repetition constantly goes on each cycle of life that comes in each light point. It constantly happens like this. So it doesn't start the same way on the next time. You have more of a stillness with you. Ultimately, you're becoming more still as you go down through creation. And when you get to the height of this understanding, nothing matters. It's not to say that you don't have emotional context for nothing. It's to say that you are more closer at that point to the flow of divine energy. So then everything that comes in the physical capability is not really a retrospect. It's not something that you're going to look at potentially and say, I have to do these things. Why am I coming at it in this aspect? It's because people's base and conversation is based off, i.e., other people's retrospective life. Everything that anybody has to say, whether it's biblical, whether it's tarot, whether it's in the streets, whether it's in business, whether it's in the government, whether it's in your family, it's the perspective from them. So you're saying, oh, i.e., my worry is more over than the outcome of the divine pretense energy, my worry should be focused on people around me. Well, when my nana was living, she would say to me stuff, don't worry about what everybody else is thinking. Don't worry about what everybody else is saying. You worry about you and stay focused just on you. It seems like ultimately today, every story that has to be told, it has to be told in a way to where it fits the criteria of suspense, build up, and reason. And your mind doesn't even equate to a level of knowledge unless someone puts it in this level of retrospect, meaning I have to tell you everything about myself. I have to tell you all the pains, all the dramas, everything I went through just to get across to you. That doesn't tell me that. That tells me it's a lack of wisdom, a lack of understanding in the world. And naturally, because this retrospect is more prevalent for people to even have that privy of a level of dissecting circumstances, it shows me that this is a lot of young souls. They might have been here sometimes, or they might have just came back, or they might have had 2 or 3 cycles. I know ultimately I've had 7 cycles. I'm a 7. I'm complete. I've had 7 cycles. This is why the system battles me and my family and things around me battle me in an aspect, because they need me to be in the same energy that they feel, or the same energy field that they feel. And I can't do that ultimately because I don't have the same contingencies to people's outlook on life. I don't have the same value to things that don't really feel. Naturally, I feel for universal feeling. Everything universal, I have a contentment to. So if it's universal, I'm going to naturally I'm going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to feel it like a universal emotion in some retrospect. This leads me to the second part of this understanding. Decisively, everybody is holding the value of what they think should be. And that tells me another thing. It tells me that you're only on this energy because ultimately you're going to transcend in your life. You're going to pass on in this life, and you're going to come back and you're going to deal with the opposite of this understanding. And because that's a form of reality, we think to give value to everything that perpetrates a negative value. I see it. I know it. I know what side of the scale it's on. The more you grow past each level of existence, you get a chance to tap into levels of existence that you've already dealt with. Now, contrastly, if I go inside myself and I hold on to the other side of these values, that would drive me crazy. But something had to happen to purify the existences, so therefore now I can use these as levels of knowledge that will stabilize this divine energy that's in all of us. You're not going to even look at it like this because that entails the level of how many times you came through in existence. Some people got to be heard. Some people don't need to be heard. Some people speak when spoken to. The old saying was, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Today, that's the main key. The main key. That's the reality today. Here, everything you hear is real. Everything you see is real. And it's questioned. It's questioned. And it's placed in an understanding of retrospect to where it starts to deal with the outcome of how you imagine your reality, or the tools you would use to build what you would call a level of thought pattern for your reality. This is a level of detriment in some form to understanding the levels of existence where we sit. I'm just coming to understanding that we think we're all in one dimension together, when in fact we are dimensions in a place. And I don't even know how to really elaborate on that value more than the comprehension of collective energy. It's like you can be in the same field with people, but you download from a future pretense, or your retrospective thinking is from a frequency that is dimensionally next or over, opposed to the individuals that you may be dealing with. This speaks to the capability. Now, we're still not mindful of electrical synapses, looking at it as the electrical energy is actually tapping into different dimensions, because through space and time, we pick up radio signals. We get signals, Wi-Fi right out of the phone, out of the air. But unbeknownst to us, we're not paying attention to the value of the higher capabilities of this same function, like it's not being used. No, we're just not privy to the comprehension of the usage. And it still takes place, and your subconscious actually reacts to different values of these informations, and they're downloaded. But you being comprehending the understanding of how this energy comes into you, and you being able to pick it up and use it, particularly for a certain normality where you change the whole karmatic value of that. It teeter-tots the whole we used to call them, you go up on them in the park. You're sitting on it, the seesaw, like the seesaw, it teeter-totters the seesaw, right? You know what I mean? So, and it doesn't have to even be equal to the weight of the amount of the aggressed value. It's like you can have 30 over there, and then one motion over here teeter-tots the whole thing. It's like, wait a minute, how'd you knock the whole thing down? This is energy of existence. Existence, time delegates agenda. So you would have to have different times to delegate a way you was thinking. Ultimately, everybody wants to gravitate to a value of what feels and sound good. That's your future self loving that, or your past self understanding that it did that before, one or other. Knowing where you place that is something completely different, though. Knowing where you sit in this ether is something completely different, though. Knowing your dimensional aspect and how that break into you incrementally, and you know what to actually focus on, it really entails on your focus and your capability, because it'll show how you look outside yourself. You know how a kid got to touch everything? They learn it with their fingertips. They got to touch everything. They got to put it in their mouth, touch everything. And it get crazy just like that. You know what I'm saying? So understanding all these indifferences place you in a reality to say it's more than just a war inside of yourself. It's like placing your energy in the right conjunction. This is why there's only one way. You are granted a way to failure. You granted to that. The failure is granted. That's why it's okay to fail. It's all right to learn from a mistake, make a mistake, have a wrong decision, have a wrong way. That's all cool. It's cool because ultimately that is yin yang. That is the contrast. But you don't have to stay there. Once you understand the way you walking is an ultimate change. Peace, Fanny. How you doing? Peace. How you doing? I ain't see you in a minute. Peace. But ultimately, you know what I'm saying, when these things are happening, they're telling you the actual level where you are, and you have to be mindful of each particular energy that comes in a certain direction, so you can see how you're getting pushed and pulled. But ultimately, it starts at a lower regiment, just so you can see the indifference as it rises. You see what I'm saying? But this is all entangled within you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we had 19 minutes. I got more build to come in. I'm going to drop a commercial real quick, and I'm going to come back because I got somebody about to come on the line. If you missed this right here, you got to go back because I just dropped some jewels into this. But I'm coming back. I'm going to do another live after my homeboy drop his live. He about to come on in a few minutes. So I'm about to go check him out, support his channel real quick. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to come back. So, you know, if you rock with me, stay with me. I'll be back on a little bit. But I'm about to end it out with a commercial. You know what I mean? So you already know the vibes. Grand Rise. You already know what it is. Naga's core commercials. Boop. All right, yo. I got some more core commercials for y'all. Some more channels I'll be digging. You know what I'm saying? That I'm really into or whatever. Check these channels out right here. And enjoy. You already know the vibes. Naga. Hi.
it's finally here, you all. The Fearless Oracle deck, designed by Rachel Photon. A 99 card deck that comes with a free 72-page PDF guidebook. It's easy to use and shuffle with smooth finish that allows for easier handling of the deck. Even if you are a beginner, you can start reading within an hour or less, especially using the detailed how-to section in the guidebook that teaches you how to read upright, sideways, and reversed cards, as well as how to set up your readings. These cards were designed to help you gain clarity on your spiritual journey and are a powerful tool to help illuminate the hidden, enlighten the soul, and to help guide you along your divine missions while fulfilling your life purpose. The Fearless Oracle cards are meant to be a form of entertainment and as spiritual guidance to empower and illuminate your life journey and your life experiences. With knowing how to read the cards in reverse, you open up many other layers of reading to gain benefits from using these oracle cards, so it seems as though it is 4 or more decks in one.